What's good, you guys? Ranveer here again. And in today's video, we're not going to be talking about something fitness related. Now, the first thing you've got to understand is that I'm not just a fitness YouTuber, I'm an online influencer. And I have the power in my hand to influence people. And I feel like whenever you have this kind of power, it's your job to spread something good like positivity. So, starting every Tuesday from now, I'm going to be releasing a video which is done like this. It's not rehearsed, it's not scripted, it's just me talking to you guys. So, in the future, I will be taking questions from you all. Anything, it can be life advice, it doesn't have to be fitness related, diet related, recipe related. It's absolutely anything that you want. To be honest, I feel like one of my biggest traits as a human being is that I'm the most positive guy you'll ever meet in your life. And I just want to get my message out there. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I've learned in the past 1 year. So, if you've been following BeerBiceps for a while, you'd know that I've started it a year back. And prior to that, I was in engineering college and I despised it. And the more I was in engineering college, the more I realized that I can't do engineering. After that, I decided that if I want to be happy, I need to do something entrepreneurial. And that's exactly what Beer Biceps is. You guys look at it as a YouTube channel, but this is my business. This is what I intend to do at least for the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know whether I'll be on YouTube or what, but it'll be in this domain. Okay, first of all, keep in mind that I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship or all that after I graduated. I learned as time went by. And as an entrepreneur, I've learned a lot of things in like the last 1 year. I'm going to be taking you through the top 5 things I've learned. And I just feel like, again, Indian society, most of our audience is Indians and it's probably Indians living abroad. Indian society is super conventional. People don't have the balls to take up unconventional jobs and do unconventional things. Remember, if you, the only time you'll grow is when you grow out of your comfort zone. And unfortunately, for most Indians, the comfort zone lies in the conventional things because we care too much about what people think. So, in today's video, that's what I'm going to start with. The first thing I learned is that you need to have the balls to kind of stick your foot where nobody else has dared to go before. When I was starting out YouTube, 1,000 people told me that, you know what, there's so many YouTube channels and there's so many of these Firang trainers. Why would I listen to an Indian dude? And the more I do this, the more I realize that there is an audience for me. But keep in mind, I always knew this internally. When I was starting out YouTube, I knew that I will have an audience. It's all about what your gut feel is. 1,000 people are going to tell you that you'll do something that won't amount to anything, but you know internally what you're going to do. So chase that. Secondly, when you do start out, stuff isn't going to be okay. I recently did a video with Shreyas Kamath where we were talking about our own journeys from engineering to this whole fitness blogging scene. And it's not like we've had overnight success. We've struggled a lot in the initial phases. When Beer Biceps was really small, no one was watching my videos, even though I knew I was putting out really good content, but it wasn't reaching my audience. And I figured that if I needed it to reach out to people, I need to really make an effort. So I used to go out on the road. I used to go to Bandra, which is like this super fitness conscious area in Bombay. And I used to go to all these gyms and just tell people, you know what, I'm running this YouTube channel. I think you might like it. That's the kind of hustle I did in like the initial stages. Any business you start, you're not going to be successful initially. And it's all about doing that hustle in those initial stages. There's going to be a lot of struggle and a lot of failure before stuff starts going well for you. That's the second thing. The third thing is that, and I feel like this is the most important part of it, in any business, constantly, despite having the failures, you've got to keep a positive attitude. Positive attitude is the difference between, you becoming successful and you staying at that same level, like you staying at that same earlier plateau. We have weight loss plateaus. Even in business, you have like these plateaus where you're just stuck at the same place for a really long time. And that's where your mentality comes into play. If you're a positive person, I feel that it helps you jump from that lower plateau to the higher plateau. Very, very, very crucial. Okay, the fourth thing I've learned is that at every stage of Beer Biceps, I've always tried improving the content. If you've been following me when I was at 4 digits, when I was below 10,000 subscribers, you'd know how the content has changed from earlier. Now, I don't put out videos every day. I put out videos twice a week. So even all my earlier content is really good. But if you see how I've progressed, everything's gotten better. And that's what you constantly need to do. In any business, You cannot stagnate. You constantly need to improve yourself. You need to improve your product. You need to understand what your market wants, and you need to constantly develop that. You need to make it really good for your audience. You need to always keep your audience happy. And again, this boils down to getting out of your comfort zone. Okay, so for me, the biggest boost came with the ketogenic diet video. Keep in mind, I'm not a keto ambassador. I used to be one of those people who used to say that, how can you do keto? You know, you'll feel like all dead and all that. And I had this mental block against keto. But at that point in my BeerBiceps journey, I realized that I need to put some kind of different content out there for y'all. I need to educate y'all about some different aspect of fitness. And I actually took up the ketogenic diet. I executed it. I went through that whole keto flu and I felt like shit. But at the end of it, I learned a lot about the keto diet, and that's why I'm able to educate people properly about it. I know how to go about it inside out. But that's only because I put myself through the process of going through the keto diet myself. I got out of my comfort zone. Even though I wasn't comfortable doing the diet, I did it. And this is like one example. Throughout your life as an entrepreneur, you have to constantly get out of your comfort zone. There's going to be situations where you don't feel comfortable doing what you're doing. And it's about getting past those situations. That's how you develop. And finally, the fifth and most important thing, you ask any successful person this. You go and ask Virat Kohli this. You go and ask Cristiano Ronaldo this. You go and ask Dhirubhai Ambani this. And they'd always tell you that in any field, if you want to kill it, you've got to love what you do. You've got to absolutely live and breathe what you do. The first thing you think of in the morning is supposed to be your business. That is when you'll make your business grow like crazy. Every time I'm getting up in the morning, every single day, it's like, okay, what am I going to script today? What content idea am I going to come up with today? Today's a shoot day. How am I going to kill this shoot? That's how I'm thinking. And that's honestly a reason I feel that BeerBiceps has grown the way it's grown. Because I'm living and breathing my business. Remember that. And as I said in my collab with Shreyas, we love what we do. We don't look at our work as work. We look at it as just tasks that help our career move forward. That's how you need to look at work. The moment you look at your work as, oh man, I've got all these tasks to do, that's when you're going to stagnate, and that's when you're going to fall behind. You got to continuously get past that. Either way, guys, I know this is kind of slightly different content, and maybe some of y'all won't like this. But again, I'm just trying to put out honesty there out on YouTube. I feel like if I have something to offer to you guys, I'm going to be making videos like this. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to cover any topics, it can be absolutely anything, leave a comment. I'll try answering them. It can even be something fitness related. But in these Tuesday videos, I'd rather talk about life skills, because fitness is awesome and it makes you be the best version of yourself. But I feel that there's physical fitness and there's fitness of the mind. And that's what I'm trying to put out on Tuesdays. So either way, guys, if you want to watch videos like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. I want to know what you guys think. So from Ranveer, as always, I love you guys.